Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Paul Reed and I'm a professional photographer. Anybody that knows me knows that my main love is monochrome photography. The purpose of this channel is to either educate or inspire. Today is a little bit of both, mainly inspire, because I want to tell you a few things that have been going on with me and why that's important for you. The first thing I'm going to do is show you some photography. That's why you're here. I'm going to show you one of the photographs that I took last week when I was doing some street photography, and I want to show you that, and I want to explain how I did it and what my settings were, etc. So this photograph I absolutely love. It's right up my street. It just looks like it's from another era. I love these two guys, the way they look. Most of my street photography is character driven street photography, but it feels like there's almost a story unfolding here. They look like gangsters. And what happened was I saw these guys there smoking their cigarettes. I just thought, this is an incredible scene. Now for something like this, I don't shoot something like this from the hip. I make it so obvious that I'm taking this photograph because I know that I'm not going to get away with it. I'm not going to be able to frame it up exactly how I want it. This was one of those shots that I felt was unmissable and I just couldn't take the chance. So I ran up to them with the camera right to my eye, making no excuse, and I just fired off a few shots. Now, as you could see from the photograph, that also created a reaction as well of one of the guys. It was almost like, well, he looks like he wants to kill me in that photograph, but that wasn't the case. And then after I'd fired the shots that I wanted, I took the camera away from her face and I actually kind of just went, I did like a picture of a frame around them and I said, guys, that's the picture of the day. You look amazing. Thank you so much. And then I just walked off, because sometimes it's easier to make things obvious and actually interact with people after you've taken the photograph rather than just take that candid photograph sneakily, from the hip. Now, I know there's a place for that sort of thing, but this one, I just knew it had to be taken in this way. So my settings for this, I was set up and I call it my snappy mode, and it's the Q2 monochrome which I was using, but I have the focus set to 2 meters and I have it at f8, 500th of a second, so that there's not going to be any camera shake at all. And then I just have the ISO usually set to auto ISO because I'm not really bothered what that goes to. Sometimes if the if the lighting is consistent all day, then I'll just set everything up manually and set the ISO and everything manually, but in the main I'd normally just set it with the auto ISO and just control it so that it's like at least at the 500th of a second is the least it's going to go down. At the end of the day, I'm walking around, so there's going to be camera shake from there, and then just even kind of running up to those guys and taking that photograph quickly. I just don't trust myself not to be kind of shaking like a leaf whenever I'm taking something like that. Just a couple of things before I move on. I'm going to New York in about a week and a half now. I'm so excited to be going to New York. It feels like a dream come true for me. Now, I am actually doing a workshop in a couple of weeks' time there. I've got one space available because somebody had to cancel. So if you missed out on, because it's been fully booked for months and months and months, but this space has just came up and you just might get that spot, so I'll put a link in the description for that. The other thing as well before I move on is my monochrome moments book is almost out for release, so that is happening the end of June, and this is my best and favorite street photographs, the stuff that I absolutely love and want to share with you. So that's open for pre-order now. It is selling out. I'm only doing 500 copies. Every copy will be signed and numbered, just like the last book, Monochrome Portraits, which sold out. So head on over if you want that book. So the other thing that I did last week was I did a workshop. I do them once a month in London, and I was doing this natural light portrait session. So what I want to do is kind of show people how I take photographs using just natural light, just available light. So I have some subjects ready for that, and these are the portraits that I took that day, and I'm really pleased with these portraits. I shot all of those portraits with a Leica Q2 monochrome. That's a 28mm lens, so it goes to show that you can shoot flat rim portraits with a 28mm lens. I shot them all wide open at 1.7. Do that because I do still want that separation. Even though it's a 28mm lens, you can get that separation. The other thing as well is it's more flattering. If you focus on the eyes and you're shooting wide open, then it does soften the skin out and everything, as well as creating separation from the subject to the background. So that's really important to me. I also try as much as possible to keep the subject towards the center of the lens, and that's merely because I just don't want any distortion whatsoever. Now I know that the lens is fantastic, but I find that placing the subject in the center is the best place for them. Talking of portraits, if you haven't picked up Black and White Photography magazine and you want to know a little bit more about me, there's an article in this magazine about me, and this is one of the portraits that I've done on the cover there, which I'm so happy with. The other thing as well is that I hadn't mentioned was in LFI magazine, it's the same portrait. So it's like a double whammy this month of of my work being in magazines, which obviously I'm really happy with. Now these things, the reason why I show you these things is to inspire you, because there's a lot of talented photographers out there that watch this channel. Some of you will be even more talented than me, more talented than me. And look, it seems a shame sometimes that maybe you're not reaching your full potential, not in skill, but in your ambition. Because I know that some of you would like to, have your photographs printed so that, people can see them. One of the things which I've always believed, and I know that a lot of you know this, is that it's so important to print your photography. It's so important to get them from being digital onto print. Now, I have always been printing platinum palladium prints, and this has been almost like a passion project of mine. A passion project because it costs quite a lot to print platinum palladium, and if it costs a lot to actually print something, then if you're selling those prints, then you're going to have to charge quite a lot for those prints as well. I've got my reasons why I choose platinum palladium prints. One of them is just because I think they're beautiful. I think every photograph just truly becomes a piece of art. They're just so beautiful. But the other reason as well is that if I'm selling prints, I want those to be something that's going to be handed down from generation to generation. That's really important to me, that those prints outlast us all, that they just are there, never fading. And that is one of the main reasons why I shoot platinum palladium print. Now, it started out as a passion project because I just thought, who on earth is going to buy these prints at the price that I have to sell them at? But I sold 2 big prints just within the last couple of weeks, and I'm telling you this not to boast or anything like that. It meant a lot to me that those prints sold. It meant the world to me that those photographs are going to be on somebody's wall for years to come, and that they are going to be handed down from generation to generation. But the reason why I'm telling you is because this was something that I believed in. I believed in platinum palladium printing, and I just went with it, and I just kept doing it. If you really believe in something, if there's, if there's some kind of, style of photography, if you believe in your photography, then you must go for it. You have to keep going with it. Take this as inspiration that, it isn't just a pipe dream that you could sell prints and that could be on somebody's wall. It's important for you to really keep going with it and to just keep believing, and then you will achieve what you believe. I know that I haven't got a lot of art buyers watching this channel, but if you are interested in my Platinum Palladium prints, then I do have a selection of my favourite images as Platinum Palladium prints on my website. If you want to see them in the flesh, then if you go down to Soho in London, in my place, then you can see some of them displayed there. But I only ever do 3 of each Platinum Palladium print, just to make them more exclusive and more worth collecting. Keep going with your photography, everybody. Keep enjoying it. It is supposed to be fun, and it isn't all about selling prints, being in magazines and all of that sort of thing. It's important for me to always keep that in mind. With certain amount of success, there's a bar that can be set, and then sometimes I'll go out and think, well, that photograph's no good, that photograph's no good, when I'm taking photographs. So it's important that you keep having fun with photography and keep taking photographs. Take inspiration from this channel, and I just thank you so much for watching every week, watching all my videos, every comment, every like, and everybody that's subscribed. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.